This is Rhiannon from RT1 Home, and I'm going to share how to grow an avocado plant from seed using an eco-friendly bag sprouting method. This is a more eco-friendly guide to sprouting avocado seeds with bags because the most common materials I see with this method, people commonly use a plastic bag and paper towels, which is completely fine, especially if it's something that you already have on hand. But I did want to try to show how to do this method with using some more eco-friendly materials, such as the reusable silicone stasher bag, not sponsored. And I like to use just recycled newspaper or craft paper, any paper you have on hand, instead of a paper towel. To get started with this method, you're going to take your knife and cut the avocado in half carefully without cutting the seed if possible. Next, you are going to remove the seed from the center of the avocado and then separately enjoy your avocado. And put the seed aside. Next, you are going to wash and clean your avocado seed. You want to make sure you remove any of the excess avocado from the seed, just because you wouldn't want that to rot or get stinky. So yeah, with the towel or whatever you have, wipe off all the excess and then also rinse with water. After you have cleaned your avocado seed, you are then going to soak this avocado seed in water for about 1 to 2 days. This is optional. I like to soak the seed just because it helps loosen the skin of the avocado seed and it makes it a lot easier to peel. Again, you also do not have to peel the skin off of the seed. It just makes it a lot easier for the seed to sprout because it's basically an extra layer that it has to break through if you do decide to leave it on. Once your seed has soaked and you dry it off, it should be really easy to then go ahead and peel the skin off with your fingers. If it's still hard, you might need to soak it a little bit longer, and then of course you do have the option to just leave the skin on. Next, after you've peeled your avocado seed, you are going to wrap it in paper and then quickly soak or dunk it in water so that it's wet. Then you're going to take your wet wrapped avocado seed and place it in your bag. We are using the silicone stasher bag, and as you can see, I already have a few in there growing. Then you always want to make sure that you keep your bag with your avocado seeds or whatever seeds you're growing in a cool and dark location. I like to keep them in one of my bottom kitchen cabinets. Again, you just don't want it to be too hot because it will get moldy. Then once you have your seed in the bag, you want to make sure to check on the seed. I would say every 1 to 2 weeks. I do think it really depends on your environment, how quickly, and the temperatures. I think when it's a bit warmer, the seeds are going to sprout a bit faster. But about every 1 to 2 weeks, and you will start to see a crack forming on the bottom of your seed and eventually a sprout like I have on this example. For any that are not quite done yet, I usually just rewrap them in the same paper, maybe add some extra water and put them back in the bag to sit for longer. For any of the seeds that have started to sprout, I will then remove them from the bag, and I like to use in this example, I have our upcycled stone propagation disc, which I think is just a really nice way to show off your propagations or your cuttings or whatever it is. I just put the root carefully through the hole in the disc and then place it over a short drinking glass. You could also use a tall, but since the roots are so small, I'm just doing a short glass for this demonstration. When you do place your seed over water, you want to make sure that the roots are fully submerged in the water. As the plant grows and the roots grow, you will need to add more water to the glass. After another 2 to 4 weeks approximately, you should see your avocado seed start to sprout from the top of the seed and leaves will start growing. As you can see in this example, also you will get a lot more roots that will form. After an additional 2 to 4 weeks, your avocado plant leaves will mature and will grow additional leaves, and the stem will grow in height, and you will also see more roots grow at the bottom. You just want to make sure to remember, as your avocado grows over water, it's really important to top off the water, add more water to the glass to make sure that the roots are always fully submerged and covered. You can keep your avocado seed growing over water as long as you'd like. After the avocado has sprouted from the top and the roots have gotten established, at this point you could easily transfer your seed to soil. When you do transfer your avocado to soil, it is going to grow a lot more quickly in soil than when it does over water. Some people really like the look of the seed growing over water, and you can keep that as long as you'd like. I have some that have been growing in water for years. You might just need to trim the roots or trim the stems if they start getting really big, or put in a larger glass of water. The reason your avocado will grow more quickly when it's in soil is just because there are a lot more nutrients in your soil versus just plain water or tap water, whatever you're using. So the plant is just going to grow more. Another important tip would be that if you are strictly growing in water and you continue to keep your seed in water, or while you're going through the sprouting process, you want to make sure to change the water once a week, or whenever the water starts to look a little murky or not clear. Just because, again, you don't want any bacteria to start growing or mold. You just want to keep your plant healthy, and of course it enjoys fresh water just like you do. And lastly, if you do pot your avocado seed in soil, please make sure to water frequently, as avocado plants require a lot of sun and get very thirsty. I also have another tutorial on using a water sprouting method, which I will link above. The bag sprouting method tends to be a little bit more reliable, and it tends to be faster for sprouting an avocado. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. And if you like this video and would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.